Take the sand out of your shoes and get ready for group racing. My name is Aaron Take, and this is my co-host, Richard Gere.
And race fans, you're looking at the very top section. There's the starting light. The 4 lanes will have to traverse over several rocks and logs as they make their way out of the woods and onto the sand dunes. And here, the drivers must maintain control and keep up their speed. After several rolling hills, they will exit the dunes area and enter the pretzel turn. The 2 on the outside lane will have a 135-degree bank turn and straight over a small bridge, while the inside 2 lanes will go low. They need to navigate around their turns smoothly. All 4 of the drivers come together, but then there is one more split in the action. And now, the outside lane will come down and join the inside lane onto the half-pipe. Maximum control and skill keeping up your speed is really necessary. The finish line is right there at the end of the half-pipe, but extra points are available after the jump.
If you land but do not land on your wheels, that will be no extra points. Now, if you come through the finish line and over the jump and end up straddling the coal car, you've avoided a -1. And here are 2 examples where the drivers got lucky. But if you come across the finish line and put your nose or your rear in the coal car, you will get a -1. Now, you can abort going over the jump to avoid -1 and stay at 0. But you really want to land on your wheels. Don't worry about hitting a tree. You can even barrel roll it, but if you end up on your wheels, you get an extra point. Hey, Richard, tell them about the extra bonus.
Introducing 2 more extra points if you can clear the jump and get over to the train tracks in order to derail Billy's toy train. Well, Aaron, introduce us to the drivers of Group 1.
The Class A 37 seed is Arlo, and Lando is the driver driving that Volvo XC90. He is from Connecticut, and so is the dog. Cut Rocker is the 25 seed, and Mark D is the driver of this Coyote 500, and he is from Australia. And then the 13 seed, Hot Nuts Diecast, is Craigster Sr. from Florida in that gorgeous 55 Chevy. The number 1 seed from JAC Racing is JAC in that Hummer from Illinois.
All right, very good. Aaron, here we go. The lights have already started. Closest to us is JAC in that Hummer. And the drivers will be going through all 4 lanes in a 4-round match. And so far, it's Lando. Lando has the lead onto the sand dunes. And JAC is right there, but now Lando continues to hold the lead. And here he goes. We don't see the other drivers as Lando is now coming on to the half-pipe. Good control. Oh, wow. JAC in second. There goes Cut Rocker. That's Mark D in third. And Craigster Sr. in fourth.
Race fans, are you tracking? Take a look as we watch JAC get a little loose, and Lando is able to extend his lead. He executes a beautiful turn. JAC is right there, and they are well ahead of Cut Rocker and Craigster Sr. Lando goes right up to the lip of the half-pipe. It looks like he might go upside down, but he comes right side up. JAC gets knocked right side up. Cut Rocker is up. And Craigster Sr., all 4 drivers will get 1 extra point. As we finish the first run down, JAC has 4, but it's Lando in the lead with 6.
Yeah, what a great run for Lando. And folks, 5 points goes to the first place, 3 to second, then 2, then 1. And we are now in the second round of racing, and we've got Cut Rocker closest to us, JAC right to his right. And Cut Rocker is, but it's Lando that has the lead once again. JAC is catching up to him, and JAC will pass, but let's see how they go. Through the pretzel turn. Oh no, JAC is crashed on his side. There is Lando finishing over, and I think he went right side up, and here comes Craigster Sr. in second.
That was fantastic. What seemed to be a 5-point victory for JAC. Now watch at the bottom of your screen on the left. You'll see he's in the lead, but he gets caught sideways. Cut Rocker is stuck behind him and cannot move. And here comes Craigster Sr. into the picture. He keeps control. Lando is able to turtle right side up, and he will get an extra point for finishing on his wheels. Here comes Craigster Sr. rolling, but he falls upside down and will finish without an extra point. Lando now has 12 after 2 races. Craigster Sr. has bumped up into second with 5.
And race fans, this would be a good time to let you know that it's the top 2 of this group race that will be moving on. Craigster Sr. is closest to us now with 2 races remaining. It's going to be important for Craigster to get ahead, but he has fallen behind, and there is JAC, and now Cut Rocker's pulled up next to him, but it's, once again, Lando just ripping it over the sand dunes. He's got the lead now, and here he comes. Oh, he had a little bit of a trouble, and Cut Rocker pulls out in the lead. Nice control over the jump, and he's on his wheels. There goes, oh gosh, somebody just rolled into the coal car. That was Craigster Sr. Arlo is on top. JAC is going to finish multiple times.
It was difficult to tell who took second, third, and fourth, but I believe Craigster Sr., who's at the bottom of the coal car, is the one. Now watch Lando get off the track there, and we'll see as he comes back in the picture. He's getting pushed by JAC, and Cut Rocker's not going to sit around and watch. They managed to come through, but take a look at what happens. Craigster Sr. clips Lando and gets spun backwards, and that's probably how he ended up in the coal car. Now Cut Rocker comes through, he's on his wheels, that's an extra point, but there goes Craigster Sr. in the coal car. Now Lando will not lose a point, and the scores. After 3 rounds of races, we've got Mark D with 9, Lando is comfortably in the lead with 14, JAC, Craigster Sr. and Mark are vying for that second spot.
Right, yeah, this is the last race. I'll tell you what, if JAC is going to get in, he's going to have to take first or second and land on his wheels and definitely get ahead of Cut Rocker, who is now in the lead. This is not looking good for JAC, who needs to gain some momentum and pass, but he's not able to pass Cut Rocker. And here goes Lando. He's got the lead, but look at Cut Rocker come through. Oh my goodness, wow, what a spill at the end of the race there as 2 of the drivers got up over the edge of the half pipe. Lando is not in the coal car. JAC has passed the finish line. Okay, and there we have Craigster Sr., who must have tipped over. He did not finish.
We're going to go to the instant replay. Keep your eyes on Craigster Sr. there as he hit the wall and rocked sideways, and his race was done. Now, folks, this is phenomenal. Watch how Cut Rocker keeps it low. Lando gets off the track, and so does JAC. They both managed to come across the finish line, and there you see how they finished 1, 2, and 3. Let's take a look one more time as Lando has to roll back onto the half pipe, and so does JAC, but he rocks and rolls. And Cut Rocker flips over on his wheels. That will give him an extra point. Ladies and gentlemen, the final scores are in. Lando has 17, and he will be moving on. In second place is Mark D with Cut Rocker.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And now the Group 2 racers are ready to be introduced.
From Canada is the Crazy Canuck driving this Chrysler Pacifica, and he is the number 38 seed. Next to him, all the way from Luxembourg, is Shoddy from the Nickel Racing Team driving that Jeep. The number 14 seed is Matthew with Matthew's Hot Wheels Garage driving a Ford Bronco, and he is from Kansas. The number 2 seed, Numbskull from Numbskull Racing driving that Sweet 16-2, hails from Michigan.
Thank you, Aaron. Here we go. Race fans, we've got Numbskull closest to us. There are the red lights. Watch for them to turn green. And the race is off. Ooh, they'll look good, but I've got to tell you, Numbskull's pulled out in the lead. Look at Crazy Canuck. He's not that far behind. And Shoddy out there on the outside, or Scotty is hanging in there, but Numbskull has a very favorable lead as he makes his way around the turn. Here comes Crazy Canuck. Look at that beautiful ride over the jump. Whoa, I think it was Scotty in second, Crazy Canuck in third, and Matthew in fourth.
Yeah.
Well, we're certainly going to have to look at the replay on that one.
Well, I believe you're right, Richard, and we will. Instant replay shows us just how far ahead Numbskull was at the beginning of the sand dunes, and the other drivers are seemingly falling behind. But as they approach the halfpipe, Shoddy rolls on his side, and he had the shorter route, so he's ahead of Crazy Canuck. And it's Crazy Canuck that pushes him through the finish line. Matthew crosses as well. None of them take the jump, so there are no negative points. And Numbskull clobbers a tree and stays on his wheels. After the first round of racing, Numbskull leads with 6. Now Shoddy has 3, and Crazy Canuck with 2, Matthew with 1.
Well, I'll tell you what, with Numbskull's speed there, he pulled out in the lead early. Here's Scotty closest to us. The lights are green. Here we go, and it looks like Scotty has a pretty good start there. And Crazy Canuck is right up there, but Numbskull pulls out ahead. Matthew's looking good as well as he's challenging Crazy Canuck, but he's fading. And Numbskull is just zooming along. Here he goes. Nobody's in sight as he corrects it and makes it over again. There is Crazy Canuck.
Wow.
Matthew dumps it in the coal train.
Oh, but Scotty looks
And
good.
I think Scotty is above the coal train.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Numbskull shows his speed. Hey, take a look at what Canuck did, as he just about blocked the train and left Billy. He could have got an extra 2 points, but he doesn't. As we watch the instant replay at full speed, look how fast Numbskull is. And the Crazy Canuck in reverse manages to climb right over the finish. There you see Crazy Canuck just about block. And in the trash goes Matthew. Crazy Canuck is at 6, but Numbskull is dominating with 12 points after the second round of racing.
This is very similar to the first group race, and we've got Numbskull way out on the lead. The other three, it's still anybody's game for that second slot. And here we go. Matthew seems to have a good start. Numbskull pulls out in the lead, and look at Crazy Canuck. Crazy Canuck on the outside has the lead over Numbskull, and now Numbskull pulls ahead. And I'm looking at Scotty right in front of me, but Numbskull's continue. He continues to have the lead. He finishes first. Here comes the Crazy Canuck. Oh, he's in. He's in the cart, and so is Matthew. Wow, two in the coal train, and fourth place comes Scotty.
This race began with the Crazy Canuck pulling out in the lead on the dunes. However, it's just a thing of beauty to watch Numbskull. Maybe some would say he's cheating with that Sweet 16, but he is demonstrating domination with each race. And Shoddy spins around. He gets off the track a bit, and Matthew's having to push him. Now this slows him up. Crazy Canuck spins around, and so does Shoddy. Now take a look at Matthew taking advantage. However, in the end, he dumps himself in the coal car and loses a point. After the third round of racing, Numbskull continues to lead with 18. The Crazy Canuck has 8. For Shoddy and Matthew, their chances are fading.
Okay, and now we are looking at the last race of the day. Race fans, thanks for being with us, and I hope you're enjoying the new track. The lights are green, and here go the 4. It's Crazy Canuck, and there goes Numbskull. Matthew is pulled out. He's in second place. We're going to keep our eyes on these 3. We're just going to let Numbskull do his thing. And Matthew's got a lead. He spins around. So does the Crazy Canuck. And we don't see. Oh gosh, what a maneuver! But and nosing it in. Crazy Canuck noses it in second place. Scotty has spun out.
Well, let's begin, race fans, and look at Numbskull just do his thing. Here come the other drivers. Now you see Scotty unable to finish the race as Numbskull crosses the finish line. His time, and he was very close to the train. He got a 16.21. Now the camera's going to zoom back over, and Billy does manage to get by, and so no derail. Numbskull wins with 24 points, and the Crazy Canuck takes second with 10.
Well, race fans, let's take a look at the board for the Class A races. And after the first 2 groups have finished, look at the 4 that have survived. Groups 3 through 12 have yet to race, so be sure to tune in each week as we continue to do the dunes together.
Are you tracking?